Hello again. So my name's Yakujerb, or Jakujerb, and I'm doing a VOD review for Rein player. I think he said. Wait, let me actually read his post. So he says he's 2200 SR. So what is that? Gold plat. He says he got put into a high plat diamond lobby and he narrowly lost in overtime. Actually, I already watched the VOD. I think you won. um, you said you have about 8 hours on Ryan. That's not a lot. You got placed in gold, but dropped. What was it? Yeah, you got placed in gold, but wasn't sure how it would hold up in this higher SRR. Yeah, so I mean, playing at higher SR games is really fun for testing your abilities. Say you try to hold corners and balance natural cover with helping teammates. Yeah. So I already watched over this VOD. Actually, I watched it 2 times speed, so I'm sure I missed a lot. You're pretty. I mean, so far, like the two biggest problems I've noticed is shield management and like positioning. Like, yeah, you hold corners, but you honestly don't hold the right corners. I'll point it out when we get to it. Just like I always like to talk about team comp and map at the start of all my reviews. First up, team comp. You've got Anna, Mercy. That's lovely for defense. Like Mercy's really good on defense, especially I think because of res. Like when your spawn is really far from the front line. Then you've got Sombra, Ash. That's nothing to be sad about. It's quite nice. And then you've got a Diva along with you. That's pretty decent. Rein Diva. So yeah, I already see you're going up against the Rein Zarya. Rein Zarya is just, I guess, better at like the head-on-head against Rein Diva. So you can't be as aggressive as the other Rein can because he's got a Zarya. Map-wise, this is Watchpoint Gibraltar. It's actually a really, really good Winston map. Like, not great for Rein. Because it's a Rein mirror, it doesn't really matter. Like, I mean, it's pretty much the same because it's a Rein mirror. But the reason it's a good Winston map is this high ground. You can jump up this high ground. And it's not a good Rein map because Rein wants like two-dimensional things. Like, for example, this is a great area for Rein because like he only has to worry about what's in front of him unless enemies drop down behind. But like over here, you're shielding here, but enemies can shoot you from the left, from the right, from behind. Lots of stuff like that. So it's actually not a great Rein map. Not too important. So before we move on, like I'm still new to doing VOD reviews. Like I've probably done about 12 or 15. I don't know. I lost count, but not many. I recently got advice to keep it shorter. Usually my VODs are like 40 minutes to an hour and a half, which is just way too long. I'm trying to speed it up, and I got advice to just pause less. So I'm gonna try to do that. So first things first, you're holding your shield up here and it just gets shredded, which is not good. Like, you want to keep the shield for when it's actually useful. Right now, they're just shredding your shield and you're getting very, very little value out of it. It's pointless. Like, now your shield's broken and like, what value did you get? It would have been better to just wait it out. Over here, you drop down, which not really great because your team's still up here alone. They're not going to drop down with you. Now you're all down here all alone. I mean, dropping down's alright, but I generally prefer to go back around here and drop down at this side. Gives your team a bit of time to follow you and stuff. Keep it rolling. But I don't mind what you did. Where are you? F5. Over here, you're holding against their team. Like, yeah, I don't mind what you're doing here. You're holding at a fine place and just keeping them at bay. Although you are really shielding unnecessarily. Like, you're not shielding anything there. You want to, like... Whenever you shield, you want to be shielding something, not just shielding for the sake of shielding. Unless your shield is full, of course. Like, then it's okay, but... Yeah. You end up dying. Like, yeah, I think you just got overwhelmed. Like I said, they've got a Zarya, which I think really like changed the balance of power, I guess. You're charging him, but it's too late, so you just fall back. I like the way you fall back here. You just try to keep your team safe, basically hurting them out. It's wonderful what you should be doing. And just waiting for the rest of your team. You don't really... Like, you fall back a lot, but who's actually missing? I never actually saw. Sombra's up here. Ash is up there. I guess you're waiting for this Winston. Oh yeah, and your teammates switched to Winston, so now you don't have an off-tank. Which changes things up, and like I said, this is a really great Winston map, so good on him. But you just keep holding here, and that's okay for now. Like, I do like what you're doing here. Oof, very, very risky charge. I didn't notice that earlier. You just charge right into their team. Really bad advice. Like, you shouldn't be doing that. I think it's okay because you've got Bob here. But you get counter charge. Like, yeah, that's just like not a great charge. You didn't have to charge there, basically. You get wrist, which is super nice. I think you shatter here. Yeah, you get a bunch of big shatters this game. I will give you that. Dude, like I said, I watched this at 2 times speed, so I'm sure I missed a lot. But yeah, you're like their Rein is dead, and you guys don't have anyone dead, so you can't just be a lot more aggressive than you currently are. I love this charge. I've got to say, like, getting behind an enemy tank like that and charging them into your team is just wonderful. I love it. Junkrat's up there. You can't really do anything against him. So yeah, you just want to be contesting the cart. You can try and push him out, just literally push him. It's not really your job. It's something you can do. It's not something you should do. But yeah, holding here where you're holding right now is fine. But later on, like, you just keep holding. Oh, I love that. I love short. Like, for any other Reins watching, short range charges like these are ideal because the longer you charge, like if you charge, like the longer you're stuck in the charge animation, the worse. So if you can just charge him into a wall like this, it's beautiful. I love that you do that. Then you just keep holding here, and I think you guys eventually like kill them all. Like, yeah, you should just chase them out all the way out, like your instance doing, which is great. But now you just base, I think after this, yeah, you just fall back to here, and you really, really don't have to. Like, you're gonna hold here for a while, I know already, but Watchpoint. Okay, I want to pause less, but I want to pause here because I want to make a point. Watchpoint Gibraltar's got at this point, it's one of the chokiest points in the game because of these 4 doors. There's literally only these 4 doors they can come in, and like the bottom 2, they're probably gonna come in. So you really want to stuff them in these doors. The fact that you're holding back here means that they can just get in through these doors for free, which you definitely don't want. Like that's giving them free space. Not something you should do. I didn't have to pause there. So you could use this time to reposition up here, maybe. Like up here is maybe not a great position, but being up here is better than being down here because you can just drop down if you have to, and then if they come from up here, you can deal with them. But like, look at that, they're just walking in here for free. You could have prevented that. You could have so easily prevented that. Now you're holding them here instead. Like, look how much space these guys have. If you're holding them here, I mean, they're stuck out here. They can't do anything. But now they're in here and they can do stuff. So, like, yeah, definitely try to hold him at doorways instead. Your Winston died, unfortunate. Beautiful kill on there, Rein. You get grabbed. I don't think that's the end of you. Like, you hold here for quite a while. You get nanoed. Not a great nano, honestly. You're not in a position to do much with it. So I don't mind what you're doing here, just holding. Like, it's not really wasting the nano. It's Anna that wasted the nano. It's not you that wasted the nano. I like that you're pushing up a bit. You've got an advantage. They don't have a Rein. Your Winston's going in. You should definitely go in with him, and you are. You get charged there, but your Anna saves you. You charge back. Beautiful. Ooh, do let me know if you like this third-person perspective. It's something new I'm trying. So yeah, definitely, like, you back off. You've got such a big advantage right now. Like, they're down, like, 4. I think these are the only two alive, so you should definitely be trying to kill them. You're playing like that's the thing. If they're down 4, like just like literally just go in. Like this Zarya, especially Zarya, you always want to kill the Zarya if you can't kill the Zarya. Like every year I was like Anna, you kill her, or Moira, you kill her, whatever she respawns. Zarya, you kill her, she loses all her charge, which is really good. So always, if you can't kill the Zarya, kill the Zarya. Reptile is coming from up above. That's not really your job. Just stay back like you are. It does get destroyed, which is great. But again, you let them in for free, and like, you didn't have to. Beautiful shatter, beautiful shatter. You are going a little bit aggressive. Like, yeah, they were all on the floor, but you were quite low and you were purple, so that's something worth noting. Again, like, I just want to, like, really make this point clear. You don't have to hold back here. Your team's got the right idea being up front here. Like, it's just better. It's just plain better. Like, if you can't just stuff them in these doorways, they literally can't get in. They have to, like, kill you to get in, and they're not gonna kill you. I mean, they could, but their Rein does it later to you on defense, so we'll see about that. Instead, you're just letting them in. Like, look how nicely they can just get in. They killed your Ashe. Like, your Ashe didn't have to die there. Because, yeah, she gets rezzed, your monkey dies again, unfortunate. You get charged and you're just dead. You could have counter-charged there. I don't know if you know about counter-charging, so I'm just gonna say it. If Rein's charging you, you charge him back, you're both on the floor. Which is usually better than you getting pinned. Like, there's two options. You can either dodge or you can counter-charge. So, like, if you can't dodge, you always want to counter-charge, pretty much. Yeah, you could have charged a bit sooner there. It's like not a big thing, just min-maxing. Over here, you take priority on their Rein, which I don't really approve of. I think Zarya is should definitely be your main priority here. You do end up killing their Rein and then there's Zarya, but like I think Zarya should have been your main priority in this situation. Zarya is just like uncontested. Zarya is just so good. And I think this is where you win. Again, you're holding back here, but you've got such a big advantage right now, like in terms of numbers. You should just be pushing and killing this Zarya. You have got no reason to hold card. And yeah, I think there is just pretty much cleanup. Yeah, not too much else to say there. Wonderful. So yeah, all in all, so far, like, shield management was only like a real issue there at the first fight. Like well, not just at the first fight. I'll go over it again. Like, shield, always like, you want to shield something. You don't want to just shield for the sake of shielding. Oops, I went back in time. Forward. So yeah, you want to be shielding things, not just shielding for the sake of shielding. Like, if your shield's full, sure, whatever. But if your shield's taken damage, then you may as well regen it instead of shielding. Like, if there's nothing to shield. But in terms of positioning, you're like over here, it's such a big thing. You want to keep them in these doorways, because these doorways are such a prime, just such a good spot to hold people. Like, it's such a tight doorway. Like, yeah, in between fights, like, you might want to reposition up here so that you can keep them at this doorway if they decide to go up here, which is unlikely. But like, if you're up here, you can't just drop down and contest them here, or like quickly run over here and contest them here. Now you're on attack. Let's see what you do. Oh yeah, you try to push in here, which is really, really bad. Reason being, like, these guys, they can just spam in this general direction and like shred you. Like, let's see how that goes for you. Yeah, not well. So that's really not great, especially like you've got someone on cart. Like at this point, you generally just want to push cart to the here and force them to drop down on you, or you could just go around here. Like this just isn't a great way. Like unless you've got the push advantage, I guess, if that makes sense. But you really don't. And right now, no one's pushing cart. Like you should totally be on cart. Finally, someone decides to push cart. So yeah, you're just pushing, and that's fine. Like you wanna wait, okay, and they rush you. Honestly, nothing you can do here. That's just me. But you did force them to drop down, which is good. Let's see where this goes. Okay, you're back. Your Genji's in, you should be in it with him. Good block, and you get frozen, which not too bad. Well, kind of bad. But really, you're just getting rolled with ults here. Not a great shatter. You already lost, I think, 3 teammates at that point. Like, I respect it, but yeah. Let's see where this goes. Let's watch first person for a bit. So at this point, yeah, you should just be trying to like get them to back off like you're doing. I like what you're doing. They get nanoed. I like that you back off and then you get nanoed and you push in. That's beautiful. That's what I want to see. I like that you're going for their squishies. Their squishies are like close enough that you can't just hammer them. I think the Rein's behind you. Now, where did the Rein go? Oh, he's here. Never mind. Beautiful shatter. I love it. I love that you charge in because you were too far. And it's just clean up at this point, yeah. You should get that. Moira, your diva does. Love that you're shielding the Mei. Yeah, she's just contesting way too long. You could have killed her sooner. She's basically bought your team time to get back. Yeah, you should just he's purple. You should just be swinging him instead of yeah. Yeah, no, you're doing quite okay. That was a very dumb shatter. Reason being, you've basically already won the fight. Like it's only like 3 people left, and you guys haven't lost a single person. So, you know, never ever ult in a 3v6. That's just not smart. You push in. Right now, I think there's only 3 of them. Like the rest of them are way back here. And again, like you're not really capitalizing on that. Like you're just giving them space. You're staying safe back here, but like, I mean, in a situation like this, you can't just chase them till the end of the earth. Like, you just, you know, 3v6. That's not too much to say there. In a 3v6, just kill them or get out. Well, yeah. Basically, you let them regroup. Now they're regrouped. Like you could have like, even if you didn't kill them, you could have chased them further back, which would have been good. Yeah, nah, this is all fine. I mean, you got slipped. Mei's scary. I like she's basically forcing you to do this and you're responding how you have to, so not too much to say there. Your team should have dealt with that. And now let's see how their Rein keeps you in these chokes, because this is what you should have been doing, keeping their team in these doors. So yeah, let's just watch it from this perspective. You try. Okay, Ali's like he backed way the fuck out. Why did he? Because his team's all the way fucking back here. Why? Were they dead? I don't know. So he was actually smart to back up there. Sorry about that. But later I think he does keep you in the door. Yeah, a whole hog does that. Not much you could have done there. In fact, I think they just rolled. They used like 3 ultimates. You guys didn't have any, so they just won the fight off the back of that. Don't feel bad about that. But now I think they're busy holding you in the doorways like they're supposed to. And also killing the Zarya like they're supposed to. So like, see, this is more where you should be holding as Rein. Or up here, like I said, like taking the high ground is way better than not taking the high ground. If you've got the time, that is. Like either up here or up here. Up here takes a little bit longer to get to, but I think up here is better. Like, sorry for pausing, but reason being, like if you don't have like tanks with mobility, like if you've got Winston, you can just jump up here and come out this door. But if you've got Rein or whatever, you're probably gonna make use of these stairs and come up here and go through this door. So like this side is better, but this side's like still good. Anyway, gotta love it. His hog actually saved you there. Kind of funny. Yeah, your team shouldn't really be fighting without you. You're where are you? F5. There you are. Yeah, I like that you're waiting to regroup for sure. Really bad charge there. Like you had no reason to charge and he counter-charged, which he should have. Like best case scenario, you would just get on the cart and like pretty much die instantly to these guys. Like I think your thinking was you want to get on the cart, but like this is like probably the best case scenario. Luckily you got a bull who got on cart. Yeah, I'm just gonna wait for you to get back, I guess. Where are you? There you are. Yeah, you don't really do much this fight. Now again, like, I like, you should just be pushing the hell out of them. Like, the Rein's nearly dead. You should just chase him, like, to the end of the world, basically. Like, all of they've got in here is a Diva and a Rein, but you still give them too much space. You just kind of hold your... Like, you're letting him live, basically. Well, I mean, he would have probably gotten out, but then you can hold him at this door, which is beautiful. So, yeah, point being, like, you're just giving them space and you don't have to. Maybe you're scared of no one on cart, but that's not something you should be scared of. That's your team's worry. Great block. Yeah, at this point, honestly, like, you should be ignoring their Rein and going for their squishies up here. Like, if their Rein just charges into your backline, like, I guess I want to say if you've got time, you can, like, pin him, because, like, he doesn't have pin. You can just pin behind him if you're going to charge him, but it might also be beneficial to just be like, okay, he's out of the fight, let's go for these guys. Instead, like, you kind of do neither. You just stand there. You get purpled, and I think that's what killed you. Yeah, you could have been shielding more. You're like, I think you still had Ana heals. Yeah, you wouldn't have died. Like, your Ana would have saved you from their Rein, but you weren't shielding, so you took damage from everyone else as well. Right now, Bull's just chilling on cart. Yeah, your team's actually doing a really good job dancing on cart. Lucio and Bull.
Adaptive circuits engaged. Reinhardt.
Yeah, it should almost be over. Ooh, beautiful sound barrier. Yeah, really long stall. You love to see it. But no, okay.
Victory.
That's why I got confused, because it said victory. So you did end up losing. So yeah, again, like, shield management wasn't bad. It's something you can work on. But I think the main thing was you weren't pressing the advantage when you had the advantage. If you're up like 3 players, you can literally just hold forward and kill the rest of them. Yeah, honestly, I think that was your biggest mistake. Like, you did well, like, I guess, dancing with the other Rein. I like to call it dancing. Dancing with the other Rein. Like, your Rein v Rein is pretty good. Target priority, like, I guess I want to say, like, there were a few times where you weren't prioritizing the Zarya. Like, Zarya is just so good. You want to kill her if you can. But other than that, like, that was decent. Just press the advantage. I think that's my biggest tip for you. Just press the advantage. And yeah, wonderful. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you've got any feedback, please let me know. I am still learning to do this. I think this was probably my shortest VOD review yet. Let me actually check. I'm on 27 minutes. Woo! New record. Anyway, if you've got any advice, let me know, and goodbye.